Hello, I'm Carrie Rochford, Hospice at Home Lead Nurse for HospiceCare. I want to extend a very warm welcome to those of you joining us this evening to remember loved ones, celebrate their life and honour their memory in our shared moment of reflection. The death of a loved one is among the most traumatic experiences you can endure in your life. For many people, it means their life is changed forever, and it can be difficult to process this unfamiliar existence. The year after the death of a loved one is full of firsts. First birthday without your loved one, first anniversary, and especially your first Christmas. So we hope you will find some comfort in our reflective thoughts and poems this evening, read by HospiceCare bereavement support volunteer David Shipley. Culminating in the lighting of our candles, we want you to know that the team at HospiceCare is thinking about you tonight.
After the shipping forecast and the daily service, the longest running programme on BBC Radio is Desert Island Discs, which began in 1942 and has since been broadcast over 3,000 times. The format is simple. Each week, a guest, called a castaway, is asked to choose 8 pieces of music, a book and a luxury item that they would take if they were to be cast away on a desert island. At the same time, they discuss their lives and the reasons behind their choices. For myself, I could never choose just 8 pieces of music. My choice would change from day to day and even from mood to mood, and there are just too many pieces that I would want to choose, pieces that I couldn't do without. But as to the book I would select, well, for me, there has only ever been one choice: The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I read them regularly, at least once every few years, and I'm now on what must be my 6th set of books, having worn all the others out. The Chronicles contain some of the loveliest and happiest stories of all time, but also some of the saddest stories as well. The last book of the Chronicles, The Last Battle, contains some of the most heartbreaking passages I know, and they can still bring tears to my eyes, even to this day. But I know that I can always look back at happier, funnier, and more uplifting passages in the earlier books to cheer me up. It struck me that this is very similar to the way we feel when we lose someone that we have loved. The sadness of their last days, their last battle, can often be overwhelming. But it is a sadness that is natural and that has to be experienced, almost as if it is needed to complete the story of the life that has ended, the book of their life, as it were. When a loved one dies, it is a time for tears, for heartache, for mourning. And these emotions become almost all that we can feel in those early days. And it is right that it should be so. In fact, in many ways, it's necessary in order for us to work through our loss. But as time goes on, like looking back in my Narnia books, you become aware of other memories than those of the last days of a life. You recall the happier times, the fun times, the joys and the blessings. The sadness of loss, like the last chapters of The Last Battle, always remains. It will always be with you, for after all, you cannot change the ending of a book that has already been written. But that sadness is eased by happier memories, and you find that you can look back on the whole of your loved one's life, with all its joys and sorrows, its ups and downs, and see in its completeness the wonderful person represented as it were, in a book that tells their story. And now, if you're ready, we've come to the moment when we're going to light our candles in memory of all those whom we have loved and lost. The Book of a Life. Do not be scared. It is just like sleeping. You can let them go. They are a book that you have finished reading from start to finish. And in your memories, the pages can be reread to bring back happier days. Do not dwell on images of those last hours. You can let them go. They are a small part of an album that is full of more beautiful pictures. And as you recall the happy times of their life, you will start to smile again. Do not be angry about the hard times. You can let them go. They are brief episodes in a diary that contains a record of so much joy. And as your heart forgives any hurt, you will look back with thankfulness. And all those feelings that everything is lost, you can let them go. They are just illusions. For in life's book, there are still pages to be written. There are still new pictures to be painted, and much love to be shared.
Left me with a broken heart the day you went away. You left me with just memories to get me through the day. And I wanted to go with you. I could not bear the pain to see your kind, sweet face, or to hold you close again. They tell me time's a healer. I find that this is not true. With every passing minute, all my thoughts are still with you. So forgive me if you see me cry. This pain is mine to bear. It really is so hard to live now that you're not there. And I missed you oh so much, I always will. I loved you in your time with me. But I loved you still now that you've gone. Won't you please wait for me? Way up there on cloud 9, when I come to see you, back together again, back together again. I am yours, and you are mine. People say that life goes on, although that this might be true. I cry myself to sleep at night, so lonely without you. And although my heart's still beating, inside it's broken too. The biggest part of me died on the day that I lost you. And I miss you oh so much, I always will. I loved you in your time with me. But I loved you still now that you've gone. Won't you please wait for me? Way up there on cloud 9, when I come to see you, back together again, back together again. I am yours, and you are mine. I am yours, and you are mine.
Before we draw to a close, I'd like to share some thoughts and reassurances from myself and the Hospice at Home team who are thinking of you tonight. When the loved ones we are caring for die, we feel that loss too. We remember their character, what they enjoyed, the music they liked, the stories they shared, and the way we saw them look at you with adoration. We are often described as being part of the family in those final days, and it takes us time to come to terms with your loss too. Know that we continue to think about you, even though we are no longer regular visitors in your home. Sometimes it's difficult to drive by somewhere so familiar to us. Please know that there is always someone at HospiceCare who will make time to talk or guide you in the direction of bereavement support. Take good care. Healing takes time. Your grief needs your patience and love. Your path to recovery is as unique as your fingerprints. I would encourage you to be open to wherever your grief takes you in the time it takes you. Know that you're doing the best you can. It has been a privilege to be able to share this moment of reflection with you all. Thank you to those who have joined us. If you do need some more support in dealing with your loss, please do contact us at the hospice. There will be details of how to do so shortly. Take care and be kind to each other. Thank you.